morning folks, good morning. Welcome to Paisley. Yes, we're in Paisley today. Never been here in my life. So we've got picked a random place off the map, not been to before, and we used our Club 50 £19 return anywhere in Scotland ticket, and we ended up here in Paisley. So we're going to go and explore the delights of Paisley. We're here at Paisley Gilmore Street. I think there's quite a bit of history actually in Paisley, so we're going to see what weird things we can see. Right, we've got a Discover Paisley shop there, walking tours and things, but I'm going to walk on my own. Let's head this way first and we'll see what's up here. Now, Paisley seems the home of Jerry Rafferty, Paolo Nutini, could be wrong here. It's home of the famous alien gargoyle, which I'll show you later, and various other bits and pieces. So come walk with me around Paisley today. I think that's William Wallace, I think. He's got something to do with Paisley. Some lovely architecture in Glasgow, especially in these outlying towns. What's this say here? William Dunn. Some nice little squares or little statues. Let's go and have a look. I love getting lost in all these little places, you know, these little suburbs of Glasgow. There's always so much history and a lot of little things hidden away to see. Not sure what that was, folks. Looks like a cinema disaster or something. I shall go and look it up online. 31st of December 29. Over here we have the canals. Look at this. Beautiful. The canals of Paisley. Nice little tree-lined boulevard. Weather forecast today, just typical Scottish autumn day, folks. Right, we'll head down this way and get lost. There's a big building down here. It looks like it was one of the ones on the mural. So to do with maybe Paisley's lost industries. So Club 50 with Scotrail, £19 anywhere returned in Scotland, folks. If you're over that mature age, it's worth getting, because they do these days out for random periods of time. So just now it's on from I think mid-October to start of December. So you can actually go anywhere, right up north of Scotland, right down to the borders, 19 quid. It's just Heritage Trail, Forbes Place. Shawl making, okay, means shawls. Yeah, so we're going to try and head further afield, but it's hard sometimes when you want to get a day off. So next time I get 2 or 3 days off, and I've got a few in November, I'm going to try and travel quite far north if I can, but all depends on weather. So tune back in later this month, folks, and we'll see where I get to. But anyway, we're in Paisley today. The usual derelict buildings. Right, I was looking for Paisley Abbey, and Paisley Abbey is right here, right in front of me, behind that church. Just struck 12 o'clock there. So Paisley Abbey is where the famous alien gargoyle is meant to be, so that's going to be quite hard to find, I think, but let's see if we can see it before the rain comes on. I'm not sure if you can get in the Abbey. I think you can. I'll try to look on Google Maps to see if it shows where it is. So is it on that side? Maybe the other side. Yeah, I think the rain's going to come on, folks. Just typical. Can't come to Glasgow without the rain coming on. Yes, so similarly what happened, folks, was the gargoyles were removed and cleaned quite a while ago, and when they were replaced, the workmen thought it'd be quite funny to put an alien gargoyle up. So it's become quite famous now. I think we found it, folks. It's quite hard to see. I'm going to try and zoom in. Is it that one? Actually, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's the fourth one. Let me take a picture and zoom in on that one just to see. I looked online, folks, and some people say it's up there, some people don't, but I can't see it. So I'm going to try it on the other side and see if it's there. If folks think I can see it, it's on this side. Right, I shall zoom in and show you this. So this is the alien gargoyle that was put up. Let's just see if I can zoom in from here. Can you see that? The alien gargoyle. Right, let's go and have a look, folks. See if we can sneak in. So it's open. We're inside the Abbey, folks. It's beautiful. Look at that. Look at the windows. There's loads of school kids here coming shortly, so hopefully we'll walk through before they come in. This is amazing, folks. Look at this. It's absolutely stunning. Look at the roof. I think that's all the school kids coming in, so I better be quick. Yeah, look at this. Too late, folks, all the kids came in. But anyway, got ourselves an alien gargoyle fridge magnet. There we go. That'll go in my fridge. So I think it's called St James's Bridge. There's Paisley Town Hall there as well. Right, so before we go down the high street, we're going to head up St Mirren Street. Sign, St Mirren Street. Now St Mirren is obviously the football team here in Paisley. I don't know if we'll make it to the stadium. If the rain stays on, we'll not bother. If the rain goes off, then we might go. But we'll head down this way to Brown Street Murals as the next stop. Got all these puggy machines. Right, yeah. It's a bit dodgy at me, folks, but anyway, here's some of the murals. Oh, is that Paolo Martini? Yeah, I think that's Paolo Martini, that one, folks. Let's see who else we can see up here. It's just full of kind of random little murals and things. Not sure if this is like pubs up here or if it's just like a little unique little street. Don't know. Who are these people? I've got some of the St Mirren football team here. There you go, look, St Mirren Football Club. Right, up there behind me, that's Jerry Rafferty. Again, need to read up, is he born in Paisley? He must be, because he's featured in quite a few different places. I think that picture there must be of Jerry Rafferty as well, actually. Him off Baker Street and all that kind of stuff. Now, so here's must have been the cup winning team maybe, or the league winning team. Does St Mirren ever win the league? Must have won the cup. There you go, there's St Mirren. Right, let's get me in the picture with St Mirren. St Mirren. Quite a cool mural actually. And then there's the one for, who's this guy here? feel like my football knowledge isn't the best for St Mirren, to be honest with you. Jack Copeland, does that say? 76 to 83, induced into the Hall of Fame in 2016. See, if a St Mirren fan, sorry about this. I know the Scotsman in Tenerife, he watches the odd one of my videos, so I think he's a big St Mirren fan. There you go. Yeah, it's a cool little street. Yeah, let's look and see what Jerry Rafferty got up to here in Paisley. There's another mural up here. What was a cool little beer garden in there. Look at this. Very cool. Right, is this more Jerry Rafferty maybe? Oh, the Bungalow. The Bungalow is a famous music venue here in Paisley. That's Jimi Hendrix. I'm sure it is. Yeah, a lot of bands have played here in the past in this little venue, the Bungalow. Yeah, this must be the nighttime zone, folks. All these little bars here, like the Jam Jar. There's a bar there. Here's the Bungalow. Some more murals down here. Right, who's playing? Smiths Limited. I think it's all the tribute bands. Pretenders, Porcupine. Yeah, I think it's all tribute bands, folks, at the minute. James. Wrong Bovey. That one would be quite good. Class of 79. One big punk and new wave party with members of the Selector, can't see what that says, the Rosillos, Eddie and the Hot Rods, Godfathers and UK Subs. That would be quite good. Punk and new wave night. Right, who's this dude? Furry Murray's this is. Yeah, Furry Murray's Adventure Playground. This must be a kids bit. PR9, does that say PR6? Beer garden, cocktails. The Shuttle, this looks like some big nightclub. Music venue, bar, food, entertainment, live sports. Yeah, this must be the nighttime zone, folks, definitely. Paisley by night. We'll try that next time. Right, welcome to Paisley High Street. Looks like it's for the pound stretches and charity shops. Could be wrong. Sports Direct. Another big church at the top. Right, folks, I'm going to climb to the top of this little, well, quite a big steep street here, up to, I think it's Oakley Trinity Church. It says you get some nice views from the top, so hope it's worth the climb. And again, we've got some beautiful old buildings en route. Another old house there. It's very historic, Paisley. A lot more historic than I thought. I know, folks, it's going to be a disaster. I think there's a gate at the top and it's locked. Unless we can go around to the right, maybe. Right, that's where we've just come from. Yeah, it is Oak Shore Trinity Church. So I think we can go around that way. So there you go, there's the view down that steep street. Oh, knackered now. Right, let's go on the other side. See what there is. Soon be a coffee stop time, I think. Try one of the local Paisley coffee shops, or might even find a Starbucks, you never know. Look at this sign, walk about a bit. There's another steep street going all the way down. There's just some nice views here over to, I don't know actually, Glasgow Airport maybe? Not sure what that is over there, folks. That's the views from this side. Right, we'll cut back down another one of these little vennels. If I went further up that way, about another 10-minute walk, there's a little plaque seemingly on the main road, but it's quite hard to get to. It's just a small plaque to commemorate the burning of witches. There's quite a famous story about witches burnt here at the stake, a mass burning. But don't have time today, folks. So yeah, a lot of history, as I said, here in Paisley. Looks another little steeple there. Yeah, very nice. See where this comes out. More murals. streets with banisters. It means it's steep. Right, just down the bottom of the high street now we have University of West Scotland, and this massive building here. I thought this was the Abbey or the cathedral, but I think it's just a church. I'm not sure, folks, but it's pretty big, like. So this, folks, very Gothic looking. Look at it. Beautiful. Beautiful building. So it could be a disused church, folks. It says, welcome to Coates Paisley wedding venue. It's a very grand wedding venue if it is. Got a closer look. So we walk up the steps. Right, views over West of Scotland University. Yeah, amazing building, folks. Can't get in, it's locked, but beautiful. Another gargoyle, look. Right, it's down we come. Yeah, look at that, folks. Beautiful building. Don't know what it looks like inside, but we'll maybe Google it and see what it says. I think it's just to say a wedding venue now, so I don't know if they do actual weddings as well as the kind of aftermath. But yeah, stunning. Beautiful. Right, let's head back into town. Head up the other side where you've got the Plaza Shopping Centre and the other side of Paisley. So let's go and check that out next and see what that's got to offer. Before Paisley's right beside the airport, so you see a lot of planes coming and going. There's one there. That statue there outside the university is to John Witherspoon. Not the Wetherspoons, it's Witherspoon with an I. Again, I need to look up and see who he was. Not sad, the Thomas Cook store's still empty. Here's the other end of Paisley then, folks. This is the Plaza Shopping Centre, so I take it this is where it all happens now. Right, folks, I didn't go to Costa, there was no Starbucks, so I went to the boathouse in the middle of the Plaza Shopping Centre there in Paisley. Red onion and cheddar cheese panini and a cappuccino, and it was £7.90, so yeah, give it a 6 out of 10. Good value, but 6 out of 10. Right, we're going to head back to Gilmore Street now, get the 10-minute train back to Glasgow. Maybe this is the Witherspoons, folks, the Lost Post. Big Witherspoons right beside Gilmore Street. So it's about a 10-minute journey back into Glasgow Central. The rain's off for the moment. Yeah, it used to be the old post office, and it's now a Witherspoons in the wee square here. Right, farewell Paisley. Another town ticked off my list. There's a train coming in. Let's try and grab it. Goes back to Glasgow. It's the Glasgow Royal Concert Hall. This is the Buchanan Street bus station at the back here, back area. Funny kind of sculpture there with a clock on. That's the site there of the old Glasgow Apollo. Now cinema, which I think is about to shut down. But that's where the famous Glasgow Apollo was, folks. Always fascinates me for some reason, I don't know why. All the concerts that went on there back in the 70s and 80s. all the great bands that we used to like Blondie, Boomtown Rats, all the punk bands. Even Abbey performed there, David Bowie, everybody. But it was a monstrosity of a building, an old cinema, which I think had the highest stage in the world or something. If you got seats at the front of the stage, you couldn't see a thing because it was so high. But knocked down a long time ago, replaced with this beautiful cinema, which is something that's shut down now as well, I think. I think this is the highest cinema in Europe, well certainly in the UK anyway. It's right beside one of the highest Premier Inns in the UK. That's actually a really, really good Premier Inn, that one, if you get the rooms at the top. Amazing views. There's the famous statue, folks, with a cone on his head, Duke of Wellington. Look at the curve on that building. Folks, we're in the dodgy lift at the art gallery. No, I've been in here before. This is where the Duke of Wellington statue is. This is a free modern art gallery. Had some weird film going on in the cinema room there. Didn't really understand what was going on, but I'm going to go up to the top, see if there's any views, and then we'll just walk down. And then it's time to get our train. I quite like modern art, folks, but sometimes I don't understand it. But that's the first time I've been in the gallery of modern art there. Yeah, it's quite an interesting building, nice to see. Right behind the Duke of Wellington statue, free to get in. Right, let's head back for the train. Thanks for watching, folks. We'll see you on the next adventure quite soon. Bye.